Hey guys, it's me again, Pete, your host of the one and the only Sorta Sophisticated, the podcast that makes us sound kind of like we got our life together and that we flex on people and stuff. But really, if you're not careful, sometimes you can kind of look like me, sort of the pompous asshole, right? Are we kidding?
Well.
And with me, as always, is Amanda with her unwavering support as the best co-host to ever exist on the planet. Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
How's everything going?
Good. So I have something for you, but you have to open it on air.
Oh my God. Right
Right
now?
now.
This
Yeah.
is happening?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is so uncomfortable.
I'll hold your mic for you. I think he's going to like it.
Oh my God. Really? The Huga game.
Yes.
The Huga. The cozy conversation in My kids laugh at me for saying conversation because I say it with a Z.
Yes, you
Conversation all the time, right?
Yep.
So I have to, how are you supposed to say it? Conversation?
Station.
Okay. The cozy conversation in pleasant company. This is good.
I have no idea, but I had to get it.
We're going to do this.
It was very Hugy.
We're going to be the first players of the Huga.
Yeah.
The Huga game.
I said Hugy.
Huga?
I don't know.
How come we still don't know how to say this after all this time? All right.
Sorta.
That was very nice of you. Thank you very much. This is a very nice New Year's
But it's
gift.
It is 14 plus though, so I figured you could play with your kids.
All right.
But it's a Huga. It's a Scandinavian or Danish really word for enjoying the good things in life. It invokes an atmosphere
I'm
of
in.
coziness, accompanied by a feeling of contentment and well-being. And there's nothing more Huga than spending quality time with the people you love.
With a cup of tea.
Yep.
And maybe a few gummies.
Oh,
I'm in.
The game has more than 300 thought-provoking questions designed to spark meaningful conversation and create the right atmosphere for a Huga evening. Huh. Okay, not really what I thought it was, but here you go.
What do you think it was?
Maybe something a little more fun.
Okay. We're going to see.
Well, okay.
I'm playing it.
Fair.
If I fall asleep, I'll let you know.
Okay, come with a
All right,
review. All right. So what are we talking about today?
Well, not Huga. That's for sure. Because we already killed
We
that
did
like
it,
a
we
long
did,
time
we
ago.
did, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Today's topic is officially titled Ancient Vices, Modern Problems, the 7 Deadly Sins Explained. And today we're basically going to explain why these sins came to be and how we're supposed to live by them all the time because, believe it or not, they never really disappeared. They just sort of rebranded over the last, I don't know, millennium? I don't know. You get the idea.
Sounds about right.
Right? Totally.
Okay, so but how is this gonna make us more cultured by learning about sins?
Because
Are you gonna teach us about the sins?
No,
Like,
I
what
mean,
is-
we'll do the sins.
Is it different across different cultures? Is it all the same?
Oh, yeah. This is all the same over the world. This is
Oh.
worldwide. Yeah. I'm totally spitballing here. I figure 2026 is a good time, beginning of 2026, good time to talk about
Okay, fair.
goals and objectives, 7 deadly sins, things that get our life back on track, right? So, I mean, here's the deal. How does this make us cultured? Because it helps you stop being all into yourself and gets you out of your box because, who are we kidding? All we're doing is, being
All about us.
Yeah, it's all about us all the time. It's
Fair.
ego and it's what are we doing with our life and our time? So I figure if we can identify the 7 sins
Okay.
and sort of make sense of them and spot when they're happening in our lives, it just sort of holds a mirror up to us and will make us better people, which is why we started this podcast in the first place. So that's how it's going to make us more cultured.
All right.
Did I do it?
Yeah. There we go.
Feels good.
I like it.
I got there. All right.
So you're not really gonna make me memorize what all of these sins
Oh, you're
are,
gonna know.
but it's
You-
more just
Dude, you're gonna know
understanding
'em.
it, maybe a little psychology, a little science.
Yeah. How they appear today.
A
We'll
little
do a little bit of that.
history.
Yeah. We'll do
Okay.
all those things for sure.
All right. So let's start with word of the day.
Word of the day. Okay. By the way, sorry. We're rebranding word of the day. Is that okay?
Oh, we are.
I have to change it. It's got to be word of the week because we're not word of the day. We don't do this every day.
Fair. That's
It took
smart.
me 87
Episodes
episodes to
till
figure
it
out.
bugged you?
I'm this needs to be word of the week.
It was word of our day.
Right. Word of our day.
Okay,
But word
okay.
of the week is better because it's wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
word of
that's
week.
true.
Right? I like that. Okay. Our word of the week this week is decorous.
Decorous.
Decorous. Yes.
Anything to do with decor?
That is a good question. No,
No.
not really.
Loud?
Loud.
No.
No.
10?
10?
No.
No. What's 10?
I don't know.
Okay.
100?
1,000?
Decade?
Oh, you're going I know
I
you're
was going deci.
You're doing numbers.
Decade.
Holy shit, you're crazy. No, decorous comes from the Latin decorous, same-ish word, meaning proper or fitting. So when something is decorous, it's not about being stiff or fancy, like you were saying. It's about behaving in a way that fits the moment.
Huh.
Like right vibe, like right place.
So wait, so decor. I was close.
Yeah, you were close.
Fitting. But you said no.
No, but
I could have got there.
Sorry. I thought decor was like what the room looked like your decor, like when you walk into a room, like Huga. I didn't know where you were going.
Okay,
I got it. Fine. You were close.
So it's kind of more like read the room.
Yeah, like it's like when I walk into this podcast studio, maybe look up from your computer every once in a while and be like, oh, Pete, hi, it's nice to see you.
And the trash talk begins.
Right.
Let's
So just,
go.
yeah,
Let's go.
maybe
Game
that
on.
would be, that's you being decorous.
Is ignoring you one of the 7 deadly sins?
It probably is.
Huh.
And if it's not, I'm making it an eighth. I'm making it an eighth sin.
Whatever.
About you.
Okay, go.
Ignoring.
What's our
Okay.
history?
Okay, history time. Are you ready to get bored to death? This
No.
isn't gonna, no, this won't get bored. This is good. This is good. Okay.
I like history.
Yeah, you like history.
It makes everything mean more.
Okay, fine. Here we go. So I thought, Amanda, it all started with Catholicism because who are we kidding?
It didn't?
No, because like my Catholic guilt, like totally. I was like, this had
Tracks
to,
for
right.
me. Yep,
I
that
know,
would make sense.
No, but it didn't. Right. So I checked all this out. I found out that the 7 deadly sins actually aren't even listed anywhere in the Bible. There is no like page anywhere where God's like, okay, guys, here are the 7 deadly sins.
Huh,
like the
okay.
10 Commandments, like
Yeah,
the 10
yeah,
Commandments
yeah,
in the
yeah.
Bible. This is not anywhere in
Okay.
there. Right. So I didn't know that.
So if it didn't start with the Bible, then who did it start with?
I don't even know. It's like the Big Bang. It just
I
came.
mean, no,
They were
I'm
just
sure you
there.
know.
That's it.
It had to like start with someone
It did.
or like a bunch
did.
of people.
Some guy whose name I don't even know that we're going to get to in a little bit. I don't know what his name
Okay.
is. It's like Evagarius or Evrar. Yeah, it's a guy. It's a very
Okay.
sophisticated name.
Okay.
We're going to get to
Too
it.
sophisticated
Yeah.
for us.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. Well, he's the one who was at least like, like, what do you call it? Associated with.
Okay. Sounds great.
Got it. All right. So it all starts in the 4th century BC, way before Jesus. I mean, God's around, of course, because he's always around. But our buddy Plato.
Of course.
It goes back to Plato.
Always Plato.
Right. So he defines not the 7 deadly sins. He defined something called the cardinal virtues. That's where we're going to start. Okay. Prudence, justice, fortitude, and temperance. The 4 cardinal virtues. And they sort of sit there for a while. Like those are the good. That's like the angel side. And then you have the 7 deadly sins, demon side. So bear with me. I'm getting there.
Okay.
So it sits there for like 800 years till the 4th century AD, when a bunch of monks decide to go live in the desert somewhere in Egypt. And it took them about 5 seconds to realize that they weren't really living by these cardinal virtues anymore. And they were getting all petty and bitchy at each other because they probably didn't have any food and any place to live because why'd they want to go to the desert? So sort of weird. They were getting all competitive and weird in the desert. You get the idea.
Yeah.
So enter this guy named Evagrius, I think, of Pontus. This is the big guy. This is the guy who they're attributing this whole thing to.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably like their super smartest monk or the leader of all the monk guys that were there. And out of nowhere, he calls this big town hall meeting in the desert and decides to tell all the monk people, guys that are there, that we are having a problem and we are what he called self-sabotaging.
Okay.
All right. So he's like, this is serious shit
Yeah.
because we have to have like a monk community all living together in like harmony. So they come up with what he called evil thoughts. They didn't call them sins then, right? Because this guy wasn't Catholic or anything, right? He's a monk
Yeah.
dude. Okay. Like evil habits, the opposite of the virtues.
Okay.
Because the whole idea was they wanted to live a virtuous life and they were realizing that they weren't living a virtuous life. Make sense so far?
So far.
So he actually came up with 8 of them, not 7 of them.
Okay. That kind of tracks. 8,
yeah.
lucky number. Sure.
And the idea was really, it wasn't like this is really bad. It was more like, hey, these are the way like we keep messing up in our little desert community here. So
Oh.
let's stop doing that. Okay. So then fast forward a few centuries later. Now we're at Pope Gregory the Great. This is where Catholicism takes over. He basically decides we're going to use them, organizes them all, puts them into ChatGPT, trims down the list to 7 because, 7 is a perfect number
Different. Yep. Mhm.
for
Different lucky number.
Catholics.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then attacks them to the wall of his church and officially calls them the 7 deadly sins.
So he does better branding, but also what was
Yes.
the one that he took out? That's what I'm curious about.
Oh, shit. I don't know because I was
Oh,
only...
no.
I was so... You look that up. Look up what the 8th one was because I cared
Okay.
so much about learning about 7. I didn't even look. That's a good one. That was a good question. Totally threw me off. So I'm going to keep going while you...
Okay,
fine.
go
Right. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Even in the Catholic Church, they still weren't trying to say like, oh my God, you're a sinner. This is terrible stuff. This was more like, if you let this stuff be unchecked, our whole church community is going to suffer. So it was more meant to be like a communal thing, like a way to behave as a society, not an individual thing. So even though we added the word sin, the idea was still a communal effort and let's just be a great church. They were like tools. They weren't threats.
Got it.
Like early warning signs to keep your proverbial quote unquote shit together. So fast forwarding again, here we go to the 1200s and St. Thomas Aquinas comes up with a brilliant idea because St. Thomas Aquinas was brilliant. Who are we kidding? He is the best Catholic. He unites, going all the way back to those cardinal virtues. You remember what I talked about at the beginning?
Yes.
So like the church had added 3 more cardinal virtues by that time. Like, I don't know, back in the 1st or 2nd century when Jesus was alive, they added faith, hope, and charity. So now there was 7 cardinal virtues. So St. Thomas Aquinas comes up with, I'm going to put together these 7 cardinal virtues with the 7 deadly sins and put them into one giant moral system in his book, the Summa Theologiae, his like super famous book. Did you ever read it?
No.
From cover to cover?
No.
You haven't done that? It makes you sort of sophisticated.
I feel like that would make me ultra sophisticated.
It would.
Going for
Right.
sort of here.
And anything Latin called Summa Theologiae, as a Catholic, I probably should have read it. Did you find this 8th deadly
I
sin?
did.
What is it?
Well, I don't know which one it is technically.
Okay, who cares? Rip
but
it
it's
off.
either going to be sadness
Oh, I love it.
or is it acedia?
Acedia?
ACEDIA.
Oh, I don't know. Never heard of it.
Spiritual apathy, listlessness, lack of care.
Oh my
Both
God.
of those two were merged into sloth.
Okay. I love it. So can I get back on track?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So then 100 years later or so, Dante, you remember Dante?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so he writes the Divine Comedy, which basically puts all the sins on this grand stage and shows you purgatory. You remember the 7 circles
yep.
of hell, right? Okay, that was like the first time it was out in literature. That was massive.
Okay.
And then maybe another 50 or 60 years goes by, and then Chaucer does the Canterbury Tales and showed everybody like, hey, this is how all of our friends act in society. This isn't really about purgatory or hell. This is about what's going on like in real life right now, kind of like Jane Austen was doing, right? Like same thing. Canterbury Tales, same sort of style. So it became like real for people in like, I don't know, the 1300s ? Medieval times, we'll say right around there.
Okay. So it became
And
a
that's
thing.
basically it. Yeah.
That's when it
that-
became a thing.
That's my whole history.
Okay.
Yes. I
That's
think
quick.
we attribute it to, I don't know.
Evagrius?
Evagrius. And then
Okay.
I'm going to say St. Thomas Aquinas
Okay,
next. And
fair.
that's sort of it. Yep.
Well, I would say that because he kind of took the 8 and made it into 7-ish.
Yeah, totally.
But, okay, why don't we go through then all 7 of them?
Okay, we go. What are they? Do you know?
I mean, I just...
Which ones do you
Chat.
suffer from? Why don't we do that?
Oh, I don't know.
How about we do that? Let's go through all 7 of them, and then you tell me which is my worst one, and I'll tell you which is your worst one.
Oh, okay.
Yay! Let's do
Okay.
that. Okay.
Sounds like a horrible
all right, here we
idea.
go. We're gonna go. It's gonna be
Okay,
great.
go.
Okay. First, we're gonna do pride.
'Kay.
Pride. We all know what pride is. Everybody knows pride.
Yes.
Fun
It's like
fact.
when you think you're more important than everyone else.
Wait, is that my bad one already? Did you just
No.
call me out right there? Because you just looked
No.
at me like you
I'm
did.
just saying like pride.
Yes, it is. It's very prideful.
Okay.
Yes, you didn't know. Okay, fun fact. In the beginning, pride was actually considered to be the root of all sin, like the one underneath all the other ones. And 4 of the 7 deadly sins were like built off of pride. It's like one of the core ones. Anyway, it's not confidence like a lot of people think. It's self-deception more than anything else. When I was reading all about this, I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was a confidence thing. No, self-deception. It's about believing you were better than everyone else above all consequences. I'm reading right now. And that's why it mattered so much, because like it destroyed all the important like humility and humbleness and like all the good stuff that we're supposed to have. And that's when like communities fall apart and shit starts hitting the fan because it's all about ego and it's all about yourself and all that main character shit. So
Okay.
it wasn't confidence, self-deception. Okay, next one. Envy. What's envy?
When you're jealous.
Okay, yes,
You covet something.
you do. Correct. Maybe that's yours. Let me think about that one. Okay,
I mean, hold on. Are these also just like all of the emotions?
right.
Just kidding.
Inside out. Pretty much. that was pretty good. Yeah, but it's like jealousy, but it's like jealousy on crack. You have to realize, like, envy's like, you have to take it up like a lot of notches, right? Because
Okay.
jealousy is more like, oh, I want that thing that
Okay.
you have. Yeah. But envy's like, I hate that you have that thing, and like,
I
I
want
need to
it.
kill you because you.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah. Like it's
A deeper desire.
it's way deeper desire.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that might be yours. Okay. Then we have wrath. Okay, wrath. It sounds so terrible. Wrath.
grapes of wrath.
Right. Yes. Plain English. It's just anger.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. But like uncontrolled, like rage, right?
Yeah.
And that mattered because like, most people would kill each other and stuff like if you have too much wrath.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair. I mean, like all the kings did when they got
Yeah.
mad. They just slaughtered
Very-
everyone.
Very wrathful. 4th is sloth.
Okay.
Yes. Sloth.
So wait, what came first though? The
What-
sloth or sloth?
Oh,
I'm just
shit.
kidding.
Sloth or sloth?
I'm just kidding.
Like the animal sloth. That is very interesting. I'm going to look that shit up right now. And I'm
I mean,
gonna find out.
obviously, a sloth animal is around longer than a sloth.
No, but like I don't know if they named it first.
I'm sure they did.
But now I gotta know.
Oh my god.
Now I gotta check this out. You've just thrown me off. Now I'm down a rabbit hole. Hold on a second. I gotta look this up. Okay. Okay. The sin came first, actually, and then the animal sloth was named after the sin.
No, it didn't.
Yes, because they thought it was
No.
lazy. Yes, I just looked it up. Yes, But fun fact, did you know the sin actually isn't about laziness?
Oh, what's it about
Yes,
then?
it's more about
No, like being slow.
it's more about apathy. That's what they did. That's what they probably took the sadness and what was it? Acedia, and they brought it into sloth. You said it was subset sloth. It's sloth. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it made the list.
Okay.
Because it was about society not leeching off of each other and like being lame.
Wow. Just blowing my mind in all the ways.
Okay, what do we got? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, next one, greed. Easy, wanting more shit than everybody else.
Yep.
Okay, is that mine? What's mine? Is mine
No.
greed? No?
I don't know what yours is.
Okay. That's
Clearly,
interesting.
you already know. You've thought
I don't
about
know.
this.
Right. Okay. 6-1 gluttony. Okay, that's my problem. That's it.
No.
I'm a fat fuck. It's gluttony.
No.
Yes, it is. No, but
But
gluttony.
it's not. It's just overindulgence.
Yeah, because I thought it was about food only. Because I'm so.
Well, but I think that's
Yeah. No,
call
you're
people
absolutely right.
gluttonous.
It's overindulgence.
Yeah.
You are totally right. It could be sex, drugs, rock and roll, anything.
Hmm.
I was a total glutton for Gabby.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last one is lust. And not just like sex lust. I thought it was sex lust because you know me with the sex, right? When I looked it up, it meant a desire to be detached from responsibility, like wanting without caring about consequences. So the idea was it reduced people to objects. So immediately you think of men like looking at women lustfully,
Right.
but like it's really anything that gets dangerous when you just
Cars
reduce it to an
Yes,
object.
yes.
That's sort of it. Those are the 7.
So basically, none of these were actually like rules. They were more just what was happening in society, and they were kind of like cherry picking the worst of the worst in society.
Correctamundo.
So then, if
We wanted to live together nicely.
sure,
That was it.
but those have obviously, I would assume, somehow transformed that we can still see whatever that was in the society back then and today's society, but it just kind of comes out in a different way.
Oh, totally. Yeah, absolutely. Because here's the deal, right? Over thousands and thousands of years, society changes, and then you're just sort of left with these same core, like, I don't know, like patterns, right? Like
Right, it
that's
just kind of evolves.
Yes, that's the idea. Right,
Okay,
yeah,
so then if we were to talk about like pride, what would pride be today? If pride is like being prideful of self, being full of self, being elevating self.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that just then be personal branding? Like, if you think of all the people that are on social media right now.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Okay, no,
not,
you're
not
on,
like
you're
to
onto
get
something.
political, but
Right.
just like all these now political heads is what kind of comes to mind, right? You have the Candace Owens. It's all about her. It's her show. I mean, on the flip side, you look at TV. I feel like we've done that with all of these, Kelly Clarkson or Jennifer Hudson. Like, they were these people who rose to stardom, and now they have their own shows, and
Yeah.
it's all about them.
Okay, so I feel like you just held a mirror up to me and tell me if I'm wrong. So how's that any different than us trying to promote Sort of Sophisticated on TikTok
But it's not the
or
Peter
Instagram?
Belinsky show.
But I mean, I know, but like, am I being too prideful? Because it's sort of like, oh, me. Like, the idea is we're trying to share information with people. Is that what Kelly Clarkson thinks she's doing, or Candace Owens? Or is it because they have a
Probably.
certain bent that we're saying?
Maybe. No,
I mean,
but
but-
I think it's more because it's like, it's their show. It's about them.
Yeah, okay, well, then I would say
I don't
that's
know.
pride.
Right?
Yeah, I think maybe I'm having a moment trying to like draw the line between like
Mm.
where we end and someone else starts, because the idea is like, I don't really care how bad this is. We're just having fun and trying to figure it out and share information with people. Like,
Right.
and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I feel like there's humility behind it.
Yeah. Isn't
I
there
do.
like pride though of like, no, my show's better, or my product's better,
Right,
or
that's
this
what I'm
is
thinking.
better.
Yes, that's
and-
what. So I'm saying that's
And
what
I
it
don't
is
know
there.
if these people actually
Yeah.
intend, like what they feel internally.
Yeah.
But that's just like, how do we check ourselves? And that's like to
Yeah.
being too prideful, right? Maybe it's at the core of it what your heart is.
That better said. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, are we gonna like go through like each one of
I
these,
think
like how
so.
it
Why
shows up
not?
today? Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
How about envy?
Envy. Well, I don't know. I envy everybody, and I'm jealous as fuck.
But I feel like in social media, it's very easy to become envious.
Well, because that's what you
You see, and
so it's the same
everyone's
thing.
life on Instagram or on
Right.
TikTok is
It's
this glamorous life, but
Yeah.
in reality, it may not be so glamorous.
Right. So, but then
As a person, we shouldn't envy or covet things that we don't know the
right.
truth
So it's
of.
opposite. So somebody who's being prideful is branding themselves on social media, but then the envious person is
When-
watching that and buying into all that,
Yeah.
and then trying to be different because of.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you so far. That's 2
No, I
for
don't
2.
know.
Got it. Okay.
wrath.
What was next? Wrath. Where's wrath is everywhere. Wrath is a road rage.
So I was gonna say it was the guy who like
Right, it's
flipped
me-
me off.
It's me driving home from the podcast studio, right? That's where you see it today. No, because
Yeah,
people are
that's fair.
impatient. Like
That's true.
Go,
That's true.
Hey, go holiday shopping. Right, 2
Yeah.
weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. That's wrath. It's everywhere. That one's easy.
That's right. Sloth.
Sloth.
Being lazy.
Sloth. But well, it wasn't just lazy. Remember,
That's
it
true.
was like it was apathy. How about like burnout? Like you hate your job. You
Oh.
are over the pause, pivoting, or piecing
Okay.
out episode.
Yep.
Like the whole idea of sort of just going through the motions and not giving two shits about
Yeah.
contributing anymore.
Okay.
I would say that is how it shows up today. I mean, it's not, that's not me being lazy. Don't get me
Right,
wrong.
right.
I'm saying it's being apathetic.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So then we have greed. So
Greed.
wanting more than your own share.
Greed. I don't know. Like how about being busy? Like,
is that being greedy?
I'm trying to put it together. I'm thinking of our busy. Remember we talked about busy culture
Okay.
in one of our episodes?
Yeah.
Like filling I'm trying to connect wanting more with filling our days and not letting us relax. So like, I'm just using the opposite of sloth, but like, I don't know that might be the reason why or not, but otherwise it's the same. It's chasing a paycheck, right? Like whether back then you were after
monetary.
something. Right.
Yeah.
One way or the other. I don't know. That one's a hard one.
Gluttony.
I just eat too much. I'm a fat fuck.
No, I think that's more like binging.
I had
or like,
apple pie, pumpkin pie,
but
a bunch of frosted
from
cookies.
Like even just like weight and food,
yes.
right? I think it could be anything.
Yeah, you were right. It's binge culture. It's the fact that both of us just friggin' watched 4 hours worth of Stranger Things when it came out because like, oh my God, we have to watch it right now. That's it.
Fair.
That is absolutely gluttony, like times 10.
So then the last one would be lust. And that's, I think, easy.
What?
Lust.
Why is that easy?
Because that's how everyone dates now.
Oh,
it's
shit.
all like, is this person enough?
Oh
visually or whatever they're putting down in text.
On the, what is it?
And if not,
Hinge?
swipe in. Yeah. I mean, all the apps.
Okay. Like, whatever. Like, you go on Hinge?
I don't go on Hinge.
Right, okay. Well, then who are us to talk about that?
But if you think about it, though.
But no, I think you're right.
Like, as a culture, online dating is quite lustful.
Well, yes. I think we are objectifying anything, right? I think that's a really easy example to use.
But also at the end of the day,
what?
I just feel like the internet has like amplified all 7 of them.
Because that's basically what we just, save greed. I think we just 6 of them were like internet, or some version of it. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, because it's easy. Because you can hide.
That's true.
So,
I mean, you can be like total rage bait. You can get anger.
So herein lies the issue. They built these 7 deadly sins, or the idea behind it was we have to live in a community together.
Right.
Right, whatever it was, 2,000 years ago. And now what are we doing? We're not living in community together. We hide behind our phones. And then it gets really easy. So we've completely separated ourselves from, right. And now, because we can live in our own brains a lot, it sucks because this is the shit people do every day because they don't have to talk to anybody about it anymore. So they can be all of these things secretly and quiet. Okay, I was like looking some shit up and getting ready for this episode. I watched 7. Do you remember 7?
Oh, yeah.
Brad Pitt.
It was like a big deal.
Okay, so I literally just finished rewatching it. Holy shit. Go rewatch that movie.
Okay.
I think it was Academy Award.
It was a good movie.
I don't know. Morgan Freeman people, Brad Pitt, incredible. Kevin Spacey, I think. Yes. It goes through all of the 7 deadly sins. And it gives such a glaring example today. Well, it was 1995, but it does.
Of how it plays out.
Oh, my God, how it plays out. And how, I don't want to give the whole plot away, but basically there's a serial killer who's, basically taking each sin out on people.
Right.
And then the whole twist is he's like, I'm the bad guy? Like, are you kidding me?
Right.
I'm just making an example of holding a mirror up to each one of these people. Like, what are you talking about? Amanda, please watch it.
Okay.
It's so good.
I will.
Okay, fine.
I feel like, though, a lot of what we do in modern culture today maybe glorifies the 7 sins a little bit. But I feel like we mask it with a different title. So not like we rebranded it, but it's example. We think of I think you said greed of just being busy, right?
Busy, yes.
Isn't that kind of the culture today, though, is the hustle, the grind, the,
yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Things, YOLO.
That's exactly what I was trying to say. You're absolutely right. It's we're glorifying this thing. That's the whole point of, I feel like we've gotten so far away from it all that we're making it it's this great thing now. They've just changed the word to hustle instead of being greedy for something.
When you think of greed, you're greedy, you want to keep it all or whatever. But I think it can be applied in different ways.
Yeah, I think it's a knife's edge. We have to be very careful of what we're losing. So same. So pride, being prideful. So think of authenticity or being authentic, right? We think that's really good, right? I mean, I always try super hard to be authentic, whether people like me or not, right? But so it's so hard because for me, then I'm admitting on the one hand, I think that's my superpower. But then on the other hand, I'm like, well, wait a second. Am I making it all about me?
Yeah, too much about me.
And I am. And I mean, you've called me out half the time on the show where it's that's such the balance of, wait a second, Pete, you've gone too far. And it's so weird that if you don't have someone I'm on air, I'm appreciating Amanda calling me out, and Gabby used to do it all the time. It was so helpful because otherwise you tip the sword the wrong way and the superpower becomes the worst thing in the world. And I think that whole pride and being authentic thing is a very slippery slope, but we are glorifying that concept. So the same thing you just said about hustle, same thing about being authentic. It sucks, right?
I mean, if you think about pridefulness, right, of the self-absorbedness and
Absorbedness. I like that. It's good. I think that should be our word of the day. Wait, what was our word of the day? We haven't even used it yet. What was it?
decorous. So maybe when you're too prideful, it is very hard for you to be decorous.
Oh my God. That was like such a cheat code. That was fine. Fine. All right. You win. That's fine.
I think all of the 7 deadly sins, I don't know if we, as a society today, weigh them as heavily as previously. And I do probably make the assumption that we do a lot more of the 7. Because mine would absolutely be the busyness, right? Which I guess would be greed. But I don't see it as greed.
Right.
But I guess I do want to do everything. I want, like,
well, I think
the
therein
want,
is
right?
the trap, right? It's like me with my pride thing that I just talked about. So there, I guess we just self-identified our two, right? Because now that we got far enough through it, we figured it out. But I think as a society in general, first of all, I love the idea of the 7 deadly sins. I completely understand how they're totally outdated and someone would be like, oh my God, this is so stupid. But as soon as you do what we just did is like bring them to today and sort of help people think about them that way. It's like, hold on a second. Why am I not thinking more about these types of things?
Right.
These are patterns that are occurring differently today.
Well, and a lot of it's the same
Right.
as it was back then, just
Right.
in today's as we've evolved.
We've just evolved. That's exactly my
Right.
point. Okay, so I'm actually going to give credit to the Catholic Church, Christianity, religion in general, like does a good job helping remind you that it's not all about you.
Yeah.
And in the absence of that, ugh.
Well, and again, the whole point of the 7 deadly sins or 8 was the fact that they were trying to build a community.
Yes.
So if you yourself want to be a part of a community,
yes,
then you have to be able to self-reflect, have that self-awareness, which is what Source Sophisticate's all about, becoming cultured and curious, and knowing that it's not just about me.
Right. Which is the really hard, heavy lift here. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to leave the studio and I am going to post the 7 deadly sins on my bathroom mirror.
Oh,
and
you always like next level this shit.
Right. Well, I got to try this.
Fair.
All right. You got to remind me in like a month.
And just try not to.
And you got to be like, dude, you didn't get anywhere. Or you got to be like, all right.
I'm not as gluttonous anymore.
I'm always going to be gluttonous.
You're a glutton for punishment. Anyways.
Is that what I am? All right, fine.
Okay, are we good on the 7?
I'm done, dude.
Yeah, you feel good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about fun facts?
Fun facts?
I feel like, is there any, I mean, if I was going to find them, it's you, so.
I got fun facts.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be cool if I had 7 fun facts exactly?
Yeah, it would, but you'd probably have more.
I think I do.
I feel like there'd be a lot of good fun facts.
Some
like random shit that you're like,
I actually
that was a good one.
I have 8 fun facts. So like
the
8 originals.
Original.
Okay,
there
here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Number 1. So did you know the order of the 7 deadly sins was intentional, actually? Not random.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. So they were
Alphabetical? I'm just kidding.
That would have been funny if they were. Yeah, so they were purposefully arranged from inward mindset problems, like pride, to outward behavioral problems, like lust.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because on the internal comes to the external, and so you got to fix your internal before you can fix the external.
How your private thoughts translate to your public like world or action.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was totally cool. I did not know that. That's probably why they said pride was like always
number 1.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. Back in the day, like all the medieval writers agreed that out of all the sins, envy was the most contagious.
Oh yeah, but that makes sense.
Contagious?
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Serious? It's not like some
keeping up with the Joneses.
It's not an STD, dude. What are you talking about?
Well, but like,
okay,
it's so easy to compare to others
because everything spreads through gossip, right? And through comparison.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was the easiest one to poison someone's mind. There you go. That was wild.
I like it.
Okay, number 3. So apparently sloth is considered a more dangerous, deadly sin than lust.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I know, because come on.
But
lust,
why?
Okay, because I guess they say that lust burns fast and then burns out. Like, because you're objectifying everything, so it's like fast.
Yeah.
But the idea of sloth is that it slowly drains your purpose over time. Remember, that's like the whole apathy thing, right? So, like, sloth was always seen as a sin that makes people stop caring altogether.
Oh.
Lust was burns fast, burns bright.
All right.
I'm not saying it's true.
Like
I don't know. That's the fun fact, man. Okay. Number 4. Did you know that each sin had its own animal symbol in medieval art?
What is this?
Yes. Its own animal symbol.
Zodiacness? What is it?
Sloth was sloth. That was it, right? Back to the beginning? Okay,
back when sloth was founded in 1700.
Yeah, whatever. Wow, okay. It made the sins easier to recognize for people who couldn't read.
I mean,
that's why they did it. Yeah,
fair.
pride was a lion, envy was a snake, So far, so good. Wrath was a bear. Sloth was a donkey,
Hmm.
or sometimes a snail. Greed was a wolf.
Is a snail an animal?
Snail. Well, I
Technically,
said
yeah, but
donkey.
yeah,
Yeah, donkey. Gluttony was a pig. Go figure.
Oh, wow.
Right? And lust was a goat. A goat? Lust was a goat.
It's like, bah, get over here, bah. I don't know.
I want to know why lust was a goat.
Yeah.
I need to do like a super fun fact on that. I don't have that.
Yeah,
Dang it.
interesting.
Okay. Number 5. So do you know in the Catholic Church we have like something called confessions?
Yeah.
Like we go into a
You go in your
confessional.
box.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I get go in the box. Oh my God. By the way, in the box, it's so decorous. Okay. So I guess
There's
back.
like nothing in there.
So what? I had to use it. I used it. Okay. So I guess back in the day, like the 7 deadly sins were used in the confessional for Catholics as a shortcut.
Oh.
Right. So
Okay.
the idea
go
was they
through
didn't
it.
have
Yeah,
to
that
remember
makes
every
sense.
like
Yeah.
all the little mistakes because like right now I have to keep
Forgive
like
me, Father, for I
Yes.
have sinned. This is how it's prideful. This
So
is how
you
I
have-
was.
Yes, that's it.
Huh.
That was the pattern.
Yeah.
So it was way easier and they could like get through it way faster.
to control you.
Right. It's because
Just kidding, sorry.
Catholics just want to move through everything fast, right? They want to
Okay.
control you and move you through the system. Let's go. Okay. Number 6, lust was thought to weaken with age. Well,
No.
what do you mean no?
Don't think
Erectile
so.
dysfunction.
Yeah,
Yes.
well-
Yes. Dude,
But that's
when men
still-
get old, it's like, meh, meh, meh. That's exactly what it is. That has to be
Fine.
what it is. No?
Sure.
Okay,
I
sorry.
don't know.
Here's why. Medieval thinkers noticed that the raw physical desire tended to cool over time because our desire shifts from impulse to imagination and memory instead of pure physical drive. And, of course, menopause for women. So there. Number 7. Since the beginning of time, writers used the sins to drive their stories. Remember what we said about good literature, good stories? Yes. It was an easy cheat code to make their villains.
Oh.
A character ruled by a single sin becomes predictable and dramatic, which is what every story needs in their antagonist. Go Jane Austen, right? Gotta
fair.
love Jane Austen. Shout out to Jane. All right, and finally, last one, number 8. Many philosophers and psychologists actually believe a moderate amount of pride actually prevents you from being too slothy. Is slothy a word or just too sloth? Slothy?
Slothy sounds better.
We're going to go. Yeah. So here, check this out. So they argue if you don't have enough care for yourself or what they call self-regard,
Yeah.
it will ultimately lead to apathy. But then on the other hand, having too much, like I was talking about earlier, my problem, right? Then you're sort of the
Then-
arrogant asshole. Right.
Huh.
So like not too hot, not too cold, like right in the middle.
Right
so
in the middle.
I mean,
But
it
that's
goes.
what all of those sins are.
I just think it's weird that
Don't be too much.
they're
A
already
little's healthy.
arguing like in the whatever 1300s over. Well,
Fair.
I need a little bit of an out.
A little.
That's only cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's it. Fun facts out. I'm done. 8 cool fun facts. The 8 deadly fun facts.
They were good. They were good. Thank you, Peter, for always coming in with a good show with those.
Pow, pow, pow.
So I guess now we just got to wrap it up. So what is our call to action? What else besides watching Seven. the movie?
Everybody go back and watch 7. I don't care if you saw it already.
Fair.
Please.
But there has
Okay.
to be like is there a documentary? Is there something else?
There's other
Kinda-
stuff. There's if you watched The Good Place?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, go watch The Good Place. Kristen Bell.
Oh, I guess you're right. That does tie in. Yeah.
Yes, 4 seasons. It's
Yeah.
a comedy. I don't. For those of you we both watched it, and yeah, I think it's all about moral behavior, right? I mean, it's not exactly all the 7 deadly
No,
sins
but
or anything, but it's.
You question your.
I think it's excellent. Yeah. Really well done there. It's old Ted Danson.
Oh,
old Ted Danson in it. Yeah.
He's a good one.
Or check out something called Crash Course Philosophy on YouTube. So I looked this one up. I didn't know about this one.
Okay.
It's free, and it's been around like 10 years. It's pretty cool. So they do everything Western philosophy. So think like Aristotle, Plato, guys like that. Like it's all for beginners, kind of like our show, honestly, but specific to philosophical ideas. They answer like the big existential questions, like how to live a meaningful life, or like logical reasoning or shit like that. Like, and you don't have to like binge it or anything. You literally could just go find an episode that's interesting to you. And they do a better job than we do. Don't get me wrong, because we're only sort of sophisticated. But they like take ancient moral framework and bring it together to our world today. Sort of like this episode, but in a million different ways. So it's excellent. I would totally watch it. And then if you don't want to do any of that, just remember these key takeaways to feel sort of sophisticated. Number 1, the 7 deadly sins are not biblical commandments. They were created by early monks as a way to name repeating human behavior as patterns that quietly break down individuals and, more importantly, communities. Number 2, originally these sins weren't about one-time mistakes, but about habits of the mind. Pride, envy, wrath, sloth, greed, gluttony, and lust were seen as default reactions people fall into under stress and insecurities. Number 3, over time, these ideas shaped our Western culture, art, literature, storytelling, and became a shared language for understanding characters, motivations, and moral failures. Number 4, in our modern world today, these sins didn't just disappear. They got rebranded, like we were saying earlier, and they've been amplified by technology like times 10 and quietly rewarded by culture through things like what we were talking about, hustle or like outrage or validation or optimization, all those things we were chatting about earlier. And finally, learning the 7 deadly sins isn't about being moral or religious. It's about pattern recognition, helping us read people, and more importantly, ourselves with more clarity and less judgment, like we were trying to say at the beginning, And Amanda, if that's not sophisticated, I don't know what is.
Well, there you have it, dear listeners, the 7 deadly sins in all their glory. Not as some scary medieval warnings, but more like a surprisingly honest mirror we hold up to ourselves. Learning about them isn't about guilt or rules. It's about understanding the patterns humans have been repeating forever and realizing we're not as original as we think. If we did our job today, you're walking away a little more aware, maybe being able to spot pride in a movie villain, envy in a group chat, or sloth hiding behind "I'm just tired." The kind of awareness that quietly makes you better company at a dinner table.
And that's all we're after. Who are we kidding?
If this episode made you pause before judging someone or yourself, leave us a review and tell us which sin surprised you the most, or even better, which one felt uncomfortably familiar. Until next time, stay curious, stay honest, and remember, self-awareness isn't about being perfect, it's about noticing the patterns before they start running the show.